Okay, Professor Ahmad Muhammad Zaid and Professor Iham Abdul Halim of Al-Azhar University, Cairo. We are very happy with your visit. We are very grateful. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with your visit. Honestly, it's not a small effort that you made to endeavor to come and see us here in Nigeria for the first time, and we're praying that this visit is going to be just the beginning. We're going to continue to come over and over again until we're able to reach our objectives. And the 2 weeks you've spent with us here, you've seen the villages, you've gone around the villages, you are able to give kalima to some of the people converting to Islam. You are able to see the rural areas, the infrastructure that they use for religion, and you've been able to identify some of the problems that we are facing, and especially the new converts. We have informed you that over the last 20 years, under the auspices of the Council of Dawah and Welfare of Converts, we've been able to convert 20,000 pagans and about 500 Christians into Islam in the last 10 years or so. The fundamental work before us now, after these people accepting Islam, is to make sure that we teach them the religion. Because without teaching them the religion, they'll not be able to stay, and they may revert away from Islam. So, but we have a lot of workers. Our constraints hinder us from actually achieving what we want to achieve within the short period of time. That is, we have to have resources. We don't have the resources to teach, but we have a few teachers that are doing it. We have up to about 100 teachers that are doing it. But we have many villages where we can get up to 250 to 300 teachers we need as of now that are supposed to teach the new converts. So you have seen some of our leaders, and you've seen the intimacy between us and our leaders, especially the Amir al-Mu'mineen and his other supporters. You have met our governor, and our governor has made a request, and the Amir of Bauchi, you have made a request to the Amir of Bauchi. So we hope this request will be fulfilled. The Amir of Bauchi has promised that he's going to provide land or a built school, but most likely land that will be used for the construction of Dawah Center. We need a Dawah Center in Bauchi where Dawah workers will be trained in Dawah work. We are just learning. We are doing the elementary basic things. But if we will have the cooperation of Egyptians, particularly the Jamaat al-Azhar in Al-Qahira, definitely we're going to push forward. We're going to do much better than we're doing now. And you've seen just a sample of some of the workers that we have. You have conducted Dawah for 2 days, and you have been able to meet up to 200 of my staff who are working in Dawah. And these are only a small part of the Dawah workers in Bauchi State. There are many more, but we need training. And we're sure Al-Azhar can come in to give us support in terms of training. Not only training, many of us want to have full-time study in Arabic, in Islamic studies, in Sharia, and we think Al-Azhar is going to be a good partner. Not only Al-Azhar, even some other Egyptian universities. We hope you are going to facilitate the way to be easy for us to have this training for people to come to school. Or even our children, the youth. Many have graduated from secondary school, and many want to seek admission in Egyptian universities. It has not been easy for us. We hope through you will be able to seek admission in Egyptian universities, and our children will be able to learn not only Islam or Arabic, but also subjects like medicine, engineering, computer, economics, and other aspects of livelihood. Again, we're appealing for you to link us up with the Egyptian embassy. We'll endeavor, also make effort to link up with the Egyptian embassy so that we have closer ties with Egypt, between Nigeria and Egypt, and particularly between Bauchi State and Egypt. We're sure we have a lot to learn from each other and a lot to gain from you. Now, the Bauchi State Council of Dawah and Welfare of Combats wants not only education and cooperation in Dawah, but even socio-cultural relationship between Nigeria and Egypt. We're sure are going to improve relationship between the two nations. We're going to write to the Wizaratul Awqaf in Al-Qaeda, so that we'll be able to link up. Perhaps there are some resources that can come to us to enable us to be able to do more da'wah than we're doing now. Because one of our fundamental problems is lack of resources. Sometimes we plan a budget for 48 million or 50 million naira, but at the end, by the end of the year, we can hardly get 5 million, sometimes even only 2 million naira to be able to implement our budget. So most of the things that we plan, we're unable actually to implement. So, but we'll ensure that we look for resources so that we'll be able to implement our plan. Now, the training, particularly in terms of methodology of dawah, the methodology of dawah is lacking. A lot of us have had some Islamic education, but then the methodology for dawah is not adequate. And we're sure we're going to learn this from you. And then you have seen in some of the villages the kind of facilities that the people use for religion, particularly their Islamic schools, their masajid. Actually, most of these are only improvised, very temporary infrastructure because of the poverty in the rural area. And the Council of Dawah is not rich enough to build these kind of things for them. So we hope you are going to think and explore the opportunities that can come over to us and construct schools, masajid, wells, boreholes for some of these rural communities to enable them to develop their religious activities. Otherwise, they are very much lacking in most of the areas, and you have seen that. You've gone around, we traveled the whole day, from day into the night in some of the villages with you. You've seen the kind of poverty that the people are in. Even simple well to draw water from is very difficult. So we have areas where the Agniya, people that are wealthy, that are rich, will be able to come in. We're contacting some in Nigeria, and we think we should extend our hands even outside Nigeria so that perhaps we may be lucky to have people who will come. And we want you to invite other Egyptians to come into Nigeria the way you've come, to come and see for themselves the opportunities, the very fertile ground that we have for dawah in Nigeria. Honestly, there were some other Egyptians who were here before, and they were extremely excited when they came and went into the villages and performed dawah and converted some people to Islam, and they thought they should extend that to Egypt. But unfortunately, one of them died immediately after, about 3 months or so after living here, when he went back home. So we're hoping with your coming, you are going to fulfill what they thought they could do. Unfortunately, they were unable to do. We think that you have the opportunity to do that. Again, the governor of Bauchi State, my governor, has appealed to you to support the development of the Bauchi State University. It's a new university that was established last year, and the faculties are being established now. So he has appealed to you to develop Arabic, Islamic studies, Sharia in the university. We hope you'll develop a curriculum that will support the university, and he has asked for teachers. We're sure Al-Azhar has the capacity to support the Bauchi University with teachers that will teach Islam, that will teach Arabic, that will teach Hadith, Quran, and all aspects of Islamic studies. We'll be very grateful to have this from you. Our obligation now is to draw up a reminder to send it over to you. We'll draw up the reminder so that you'll be reminded about all these things, and then while you pursue it. And any other thing that you think we have discussed thoroughly with you in areas of support, we'll be very grateful if you'll give us the necessary support. And your coming will open up the eyes of many Egyptians. Many Egyptians. By the time you preach this in the massages, by the time you preach that in the university, by the time you preach to friends and relations, actually many people will become interested. We hope you are going to spread this so that the world, becoming a village, Muslims will also live in a single society. We want Muslims all over the world to come together and work together, to think together and eat together, to do everything together as one people. So we want to be in touch with our Arab brothers and sisters so that together we'll become stronger, we'll work stronger, and we will support each other, and we'll help the world to be a peaceful place worth living. Otherwise, the world is not even worth living at all. We extend our love to our Egyptian brothers and sisters, and we say congratulations for their new government. What is most impressive is the peaceful way in which the revolution took place. In spite of several days of strike, sleeping in the Tahrir Square, yet lives were not lost during the revolution. It's a feat, honestly, that the world needs to copy from. And we are not unaware that some of these happenings have to do with the way Al-Azhar Imamate have led people into peace. We hope other African nations will copy from Egypt. If there will be transition, the transition must be in peace. If a leader is no more required by his people, the leader must move peacefully, must not destroy the people, must not destroy the nation. We want nations where there will be peace, there will be no bloody revolution, there will be no terrorism, there will be no... We are very happy with Egyptians, and we hope we are going to learn from that. Even Nigeria, we have learned a lot from this, and we hope we are going to use it for the betterment of our nation, for the betterment of the world. We hope there will be peace everywhere in Africa and beyond. We congratulate you. And we actually even need a lesson to learn from you. How did that happen? Because it's very wonderful. We have nations where once they strike, even students, simple student strike, the police will go in and kill people. Simple student strike, the police will go in and kill people, hundreds of people. But how that has happened in Egypt, not only in one city, in many cities, and it has happened, and there is no killing of people, except accidental killings here and there. But in many nations there are conflicts between the people, and especially recently when conflicts are related to religion, between Shia and Sunni Muslims, between the Muslims and the Sikh in India, between Muslims and Christians here and there, between Muslims and Jews in Lebanon, in Palestine, in other lands. But your country has been able to accommodate different types of people, Muslim, Christians, and Jews, all of them, and everyone is free to do his own religion, and you work together, you support each other. That is very exemplary, that Nigeria needs to learn from. We need to learn from. And we'll have a lesson from you. Deliberately, we want to learn how do you successfully mix up together and support each other, Muslim, Christians, and Jews working together to make their country to survive and to become strong in the face of the earth. In Nigeria, we have conflict more between Muslims and Christians. And as our group, we have responsibility to ensure peace, to bring about harmony between Muslim and Christians, and between Muslim groups too. We'll learn that from you, from Al-Azhar University in Egypt. Thank you very much, and I wish you a safe journey home, and we hope we'll continue to communicate. We don't want you to stay too long away from us. We want you to come back again, and we want you to send over some other Egyptians to come over to Nigeria. And not only Nigeria, a lot of fertile ground all over West, East, and South Africa for dawah. Nigeria is only one, and Nigeria is even doing better than many other nations. Many other nations in West, Central, and Southern Africa, the idea of Islam is not there at all. Therefore, we have to work together in order to extend the message. Walau ayah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.